One of the hottest new trends, which is really a new version of last decade's hot new trend and the decade before that and so on, is called manifesting. This is the practice of trying to get good results by doing absolutely nothing at all. And to engage in manifesting is to think happy thoughts and then expect happy things to materialize for you out of thin air as a reward. It's essentially optimism on steroids, or maybe more like optimism on hallucinogens. And not to skip to the end of the conversation, but the first thing you should know about manifesting is that the only thing it actually manifests is disappointment and failure. Here's the New York Post on that. Quote, manifesting, the suddenly trendy practice of thinking that aspirational thoughts or ideas will cosmically attract success, might not be as harmlessly woo-woo as it's hyped up to be. Those who believe in the practice of manifesting are at higher risk of going bankrupt, according to a new study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin. Researchers from the University of Queensland in Australia also found that daydream believers were more likely to be lured into risky investments and more apt to dangerously presume that they can achieve an unrealistic level of success in a short amount of time. Imagine that. Quote, in our studies, we define manifestation as the belief that if you send out your desires to the universe through positive thoughts, visualization, or acting as if goals have already come true, like writing a pretend check to yourself, the universe will deliver what you desire, lead study author Lucas Dixon told the Times UK. This appears to be the fundamental belief that lies behind manifesting, faith that the universe is not only a conscious entity, but one that is generous and kind and wants us all to be happy and successful. This belief is, to put it mildly, misguided. And we'll get back to that in a moment, but a little bit more from the Post report. Quote, manifestation could lead to people fixating more on symbolic actions like visualizing success rather than instrumental actions such as managing personal finances. Those who believe in manifesting are more likely to feel that they have control over fairly uncontrollable aspects of their life, whether they get rich quick or become famous, Dixon said. In business, this could lead to an opportunity cost where time is spent focusing on more uncontrollable long-term goals rather than controllable short-term goals. Now, that's what manifesting is. And this all makes you wonder where this manifesting stuff is coming from, what's driving its popularity. Where are people getting these ideas? Well, like all bad ideas in modern society, the answer is mostly TikTok. On that platform, countless influencers have manifested millions of followers for themselves by promising to give special manifestation tips, tricks, and techniques. And here's just one of these videos that has, by the way, over 100,000 likes, very popular. And here are the techniques that she suggests. Watch.
This manifestation method is gonna get you anything you want. Every time I do this method, I quantum leap my life. Literally, things start manifesting within 24 hours. See, most people start manifesting by saying, this is what I want. Instead of telling the universe, this is what I want, I tell the universe to show me how effortlessly this comes to me. Never again say, I want this, because that whole phrase implies lack. I teach you how to manifest in 30 days here.
Now, watching that video, I'm reminded of being in third grade, or maybe it was fourth grade, at the beginning of the school year, when the teacher told us to write down our hopes and dreams for the year on a piece of paper. And then she gave us envelopes and told us to decorate the envelopes with pretty colors. And then we put the paper with our hopes and dreams into the envelope, and we put our envelopes in a special box, which I think she called our dream box or hope bin or something like that. Anyway, even at 8 years old, I can remember thinking how pointless and fruitless the whole exercise was. But based on the popularity of this manifesting trend, it's very troubling to think that so many adults lack the skepticism that I had when I was 8. And just so you know, I was not a very smart 8-year-old at all, just to be clear. You know, before giving our dog rough greens, he was so sad and lazy. Well, now he actually enjoys his squeaky toys and playing fetch with his Frisbee. Our pup's days are filled with laughter, exercise, and endless fun. Naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, the founder of Rough Greens, is focused on improving the health of every dog in America. Little did I know, before I got Rough Greens, dog food is dead food. Everybody knows that nutrition isn't brown, it's green. Well, let Rough Greens boost your dog's food back to life. Rough Greens is a supplement that contains all the necessary vitamins, minerals, probiotics, omega oils, digestive enzymes, and antioxidants that your dog needs. You don't have to go out and buy new dog food. You just sprinkle Rough Greens on their food every day. Dog owners everywhere are raving about Rough Greens. It supports healthy joints, improves bad breath, boosts energy levels, levels, and so much more. We are what we eat, and that goes for our dogs too. Naturopathic Dr. Ness Black is so confident Rough Greens will improve your dog's health. He's offering my listeners a free Jumpstart trial bag so your dog can try it. A free Jumpstart trial bag can be at your door in just a few business days. Go to roughgreens.com/Matt or call 844-ROUGH-700. That's ruffgreens.com/Matt or call 844-ROUGH-700 today. Now, if you spend any time on manifestation TikTok, you'll notice that each manifesting guru has their own magical combination of words that's supposed to lead to health and prosperity. None of them can seem to agree on what the special phrase is supposed to be. Watch.
Use this one affirmation to manifest money within 24 hours. I want you to comment down below if you manifest any sort of money within 24 hours. I'm assured to you that it will work. I am magnetic to money. Money can't get enough of me. I am magnetic to money. Money cannot get enough of me. Visualize yourself as a magnet, drawing in abundance and wealth because you are a beautiful being and you deserve to live an enriching, fulfilling life. Follow for more manifestation tips. Manifestation tips!
There it is. I guess I'll have to go check my bank account to see if that worked, though I don't have very high hopes. How is this even supposed to work, by the way? Do you say the phrase and the money falls out of the sky? Does it materialize out of thin air? Or are other people with money suddenly put under some kind of spell where they feel compelled by mysterious forces to give that money to you? And if that's it, then isn't this kind of a cosmic form of attempted robbery? I guess that's the sort of ethical question we talk about if we could get past the fact that all this is abject nonsense, and we really can't get past that fact. Just as one last example, here's another manifestation expert with more conflicting manifestation advice. And this one has nearly 200,000 likes. Here's what she advises. Watch.
This is the I am sure method. You're going to be penetrating into our subconscious mind, reprogramming it. These 3 words will instantly align you and put you into a frequency that has the desire. You are now going to affirm out loud, I am sure, followed by your desired manifestation in the present tense. For example, I am sure I got the promotion. I am sure Jake texted me. Repeat it out loud 10 times. Now, this is even more effective if you are able to write this out 10 times on a piece of paper. Until you fall asleep tonight, every single time the desire pops into your head, repeat to yourself, I am sure X. This is one of the methods that the people who are doing my Manifest Magic workshop at the top of my page are using to see results like this. Try it out, fall for more, and make sure you grab that workshop.
I am sure every TikTok influencer will float off into space. I am sure every TikTok influencer will float off into space. I am sure every TikTok influencer will float off into space. Maybe I just solved the TikTok problem. Or maybe I accomplished nothing at all. I wouldn't put much money on the former. Now, we aren't going to spend any more time establishing that all this is totally bogus. The only thing your manifestations manifest is more bull. And we don't need to harp on that. Instead, I think there are 2 more specific points that are worth making here. First, manifestation is itself yet another manifestation of a secular society's need for religion. What we discover time and time again is that you cannot really have an entirely irreligious culture. Humanity needs religion. If you chase religion out, you'll be left with a religion-sized hole that must be filled, and in its place will inevitably be just a secularized version of what it was replacing. In other words, manifesting is nothing more than a godless prayer. That is, it's a prayer that rejects the being who can actually answer the prayer. It's a prayer that calls upon the universe for aid rather than calling upon the creator of the universe. And the thing about prayer, though, traditional prayer, religious prayer, is that you can't treat it like a magical spell. It's not a mystical incantation that will bring you fortune and fame if you utter the correct combination of syllables. In Christianity, to pray is to lift your heart and mind to God, to look towards heaven, to humble yourself, and yes, sometimes to ask for something that you need or want, though that's not the only reason a person should pray. And at any rate, the answer from the Christian conception of prayer, the answer to the prayer may be no. In fact, oftentimes it is. And the faithful Christian understands this and accepts it. He also understands that God expects us to participate in our own lives. He expects us to work and strive. If we sit around chanting about all the stuff we want, we can be pretty sure that we won't get anything. But the modern secularist removes all this from his version of prayer. He removes God first and foremost. He removes humility. He removes his own obligation to act and to work and to seek and to put in the effort. And what we're left with is an entirely self-centered exercise in futility, calling out to nothing and nobody, demanding that what you don't deserve and refuse to work for. And that's because, and here's the second important point, If you are telling the universe what you want, you are talking to empty space. The universe doesn't care about you. The universe doesn't know you exist. The universe doesn't know anything because it has no mind. It is big, dumb, violent, terrifying. The universe would destroy you and the planet you live on without thinking twice because it doesn't think at all. The universe is indifferent. This is the reality we have to just accept. We live in an indifferent universe. The universe itself is indifferent. It is not going to make fortune and fame fall out of the sky for you. It'll give you nothing from the sky but maybe rain. And it will usually be more rain than you want or not as much as you need because the universe doesn't care what you want or need. That's the cold reality. It is a reality as cold as the universe itself, which, by the way, is about negative 450 degrees Fahrenheit on average. What does this mean? It means that if you want someone to love and care about you, you need to pray to God, not a big empty space. It also means that even if you pray to God, you still need to work towards your goals. Nothing wrong with having big aspirations, but you need to be willing to slave away day after day, dealing with all the frustrations and minutia in order to actually make those aspirations manifest into something tangible. The manifestation is something that you do yourself. You make them manifest. If you aren't willing to do that, then you'll just be a loser, whispering sweet nothings to yourself, accomplishing nothing, and becoming nobody. That's what manifesting will get you. And it's why manifesting is today manifestly canceled. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to listen to my full podcast on the go, you can check out The Matt Walsh Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.